Today we got probably the biggest lore drop that we've ever received in Zenless Zone 0. We got a peek into what 2.0 has to offer, we got to see a bunch of different characters coming up ahead, and if you're a normal functioning human being, you probably have better stuff to do than analyzing the trailer for hours, so I did that for us. So let's take a look at the trailer. Once again, let's pick it apart and look at all of the characters that they actually reveal. Welcome to the channel, everybody. My name is Hako. So let's do this. Let's go through the entire trailer and we'll point out every character that we saw in it. And I'll also give you my little, reflection on what I think, they might be. So let's do it.
Look at that! Welcome to Waifu Peninsula.
Waifu Peninsula.
Upon this oceanside cliff is where New Eridu's porcelain originates. Wow!
So the first one's coming up. Also, if I were to guess, I'm guessing we're gonna get these skins for Wise and Bell.
This would be a perfect place.
And here we have the first one. Well, should we let her get the full into shot? But this is Yewan. She's been featured a lot in the trailers now. And she's being phrased as being as strong as a Void Hunter, so I don't think she is a Void Hunter. Just on par with one. Okay, I didn't write this character, but can I direct your attention to the little bamboo down in the bottom middle? It's a goddamn tortoise boo. So, is he gonna come in an event? Is he a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle? We'll see. And there's our next girl, Yu Fufu. We encounter her in the Lost Void, and she's rumored to be an A rank. Although, you know what? Like seeing her in this trailer, like I'm not sure. I'm not sure she looks any, less S rank than anybody else. So if I had a bunch of money, I would probably put them at Yufufu actually being an S rank. Might be the color scheme, might be general vibes. I'm almost feeling, is this the Nekomata power creep? Is this our S rank physical attacker? Maybe. No, that's a Panda Firen. Actually, now I'm a little bit unsure. Like, is he playable? Or like, do we think this is an agent? I don't know. Something about him looks more NPC than playable to me. Maybe it's just that he just gets a few seconds of screen time. I didn't put him up because I don't feel like we might get the playable Panda Firen, but I don't think this one is it. I could be wrong.
You should toss it. Look at this color and this one. It definitely seems.
Now, here's one that's a little bit curious. That, you know what? Now thinking about it, I should probably put here on the list. This guy with his back to us, that's kind of similar, it's a very similar pose as how they showed off Hugo in that one trailer. I feel like he looks a little bit too detailed, a little bit, too fancy hair to just be a normal NPC. I think this might be one.
Relaxed and peaceful here.
Different from 6th Street, but this area might not be as peaceful as it looks. There's more than meets the eye.
Has something happened in the home?
And here we have what I just want to call the bunny girl. And honestly, she looks absolutely adorbs. Is she a bunny or is she a mouse? Maybe she's a mouse. Maybe she's a mouse girl, not a bunny girl.
No.
Dude, it's hard to tell. It's very big ears. Some mice have big ears. But yeah, she looks cute. Obviously, she has a very big weapon, which first makes me think, oh, maybe it's not a support one. But, Sokaku also has a very big weapon. And he's a support. And if we look here at the axe, we can see that it has some kind of some kind of pressure thing, or is it simply a lock to like lock the axe together? Because it also does kind of look like a trick weapon, like, you know, it might transform. And if it transforms, that, you know, might mean that it's an electric character, because they kind of all have, you know, some sort of trick weapon. And if she's electric and it's some sort of, you know, voltage meter, she gets up voltage somehow. You know, who knows? But yeah, my go-to for this one right now would probably be some kind of electric character. As for the role, I don't know, I could almost see this being a defense character, because we don't have too many and they need to give us more.
The omens originate in the hollows, yet...
And here we have Wolf Firen. Now I feel like, could this be Seth's, like, more badass brother? Could be someone related to Lycon, or something else entirely. At least we know one thing, is that the furries are gonna eat good this patch.
True calamity lies within the city itself.
Now this girl looks interesting. She looks cute as all hell. My money is on that she might be a support. She has heterochromia eyes, so I decided to call her a heterochromia hare. I am not sure hare is, you know, the right thing to call her, because I'm not quite sure what she's supposed to be. Like those, like I feel like it is some sort of bunny or like hare ears, and maybe this is the bunny girl and the previous girl is the mouse girl. But for now, she's the heterochromia hare. She's obviously a Firen, heterochromia Firen. And something about it just, yeah, I don't know, I just feel like support. And now we have a red-haired girl with a German hamster. Oh, it's a raccoon. So, red-haired girl with German raccoon. And I think this is one character. The raccoon isn't gonna be one and she's gonna be one. I think this might be like a Lucy type of deal, where she has a minion. And I like minions. I like minion type characters. So my guess is that this is, you know, our next minion character, like Rena and Lucy. As for what the raccoon does, is this possibly another support? Is it an anomaly character? Is it a... I don't know, I feel like it's hard to tell. But we can probably be pretty sure that most of her kit, if not all, might revolve around this raccoon that she has. Maybe she ultimates and the raccoon, you know, becomes super big and super scary. I personally really like this one.
Tops monopolizes all porcelain-related...
Now, this guy to the right, in the, like, hollow investigator uniform, I don't feel like he'll be playable. I feel like he's gonna be an NPC, but he might be an important NPC. But nothing about him like screams playable to me, but he more screams important NPC. But this is the little bunny girl that we did see before, with the big axe.
Here. Allowing business to boom.
And now we have a seed robot and we have Succubus Jane. The seed robot, to me, maybe he's not playable, although I feel like he's playable. And if this isn't defense, I don't know what is defense. Could he also maybe be stun? Possibly. But to me, he just screams defense. And I would almost... He could be physical stunner as well. Yeah, it's gonna be interesting. But right now, my money's on defense.
But no one can predict what consequences...
And... this one looks cool, and I think this is the one most people are excited about. Apart from Yewan. This one looks very cool, very interesting. Kind of similar to Jane in some ways. There are some cool things to note here. Like, I take that these things on her shoulder, like, to me, they kind of look like, you know, some sort of shells. Like, they look like ammo. And if we take a little bit of a look at the at her tail coming through here. Like, it's a much thicker tail than Jane has. And it's like more of a tube, and I think she uses this as a gun. I think she somehow, loads the shells somewhere, and then she shoots them out through this one. And one interesting thing here is when she reacts, you can see the tube, the tail, kind of lighting up. So she reacts to something. And what do we feel about this one? I kind of feel fire. Maybe this is our next fire anomaly character. She looks cool.
Greed leads to disaster.
Seems real mysterious.
A secret lies beneath the ground here.
No, this is some sort of cool character. I don't... And then, like, they have a sword. They have some, like, cool ritual stuff from Majafi. I don't feel like it's gonna be playable. Possibly that whoever is inside, this costume might be playable, depending on who it is.
Perhaps when the truth comes to light.
Or it's gonna be a plot device. And that's Sarah.
May very well
And I don't
be
think
the
Sarah's gonna
origin
play
of
well either.
calamity.
And yeah, so like this is kind of, the plot part of the trailer, which makes me think that this thing might just be a plot device, and maybe this might be Sarah's next target to, turn into the next sacrifice, or, whatever.
Sounds so complicated.
Fret not. This investigation will make things right.
So, we can still turn things around, right?
And this is Yewan once again.
Regardless of the obstacles, all you need to do is follow your way. All evil shall be shattered.
Yewan once again. And this part is interesting.
So, that's what happened.
Now, I have some thoughts and theories about this one. I think this one is gonna be some sort of like culmination to whatever mystery, whatever story is gonna happen there. I think we're gonna see this one very late into whatever we're gonna be doing in the Wi-Fi Peninsula. I just chose to call her Pond Girl, and because she, she's shown at the very last with some build-up. Like, this one is important. This one is probably important and probably strong. So I just put like Pond Girl Void Hunter ? Possibly absolutely not a Void Hunter, but I don't know. I just really feel like they're making it out like this is someone important. And I don't know who it is. It could be whoever, is in the big robe downstairs. Or, like, just what she says. Should we take it again?
So, that's what happened. It sounds truly unforgettable.
So that's what happened. It's truly unforgettable. I have so many theories about this one, and this is like just pure speculation. Like, could this be Belle and Wise's teacher? And like, she's been trapped somewhere for a long time. And, maybe she hears a retelling of, Wise and Belle's story. That's why, so that's what happened. Sounds truly unforgettable. Sounds like you two got up to, a lot of danger and a lot of fun. I don't know. I just know this one is important, and I'd say very, very playable. But I think this is gonna be like end of 2 point whatever. And obviously, they don't show off a lot of other characters that we are expecting. We know that the idols are coming in the 2 point blah blah blah. So they also need to like fit into the schedule. And also, I still holding up hope that we'll see, you know, Lucia and anybody else from her faction make a return. Or not a return, but, you know, actually show up in the game. So, yeah. Very, very, very interesting trailer. And I don't know who I'm most excited about. If you know me, you know, I kind of, you know, like the happy characters. So, like, I love the energy from Jufufu. And, you know, depending on what she is, I'll get more or less excited about her. And same with the bunny girl. She also, you know, she also has like a very cute and adorable energy about her, which I like. This one seems like very sweet. This and red-haired girl, slightly cheeky. I do like pet characters, you know, a little pet German hamster. Might be fun. Obviously, I think everybody is going crazy over the Jane one. Although, once again, I'm looking at her like, she kind of looks like Jane, but Jane kind of, you know, still looks cooler than that. And I like the look of the robot because I feel like we need more like big, like Ben Bigger type characters. And, you know, if he's playable, he's gonna be one. But I'm not sure if I'm super excited about him. Then obviously we have the girl at the end, just because, you know, there's so much mystery about her. I'm like, yeah. The wolf Fyrants, I like the Fyrants, but I prefer them when they're, you know, not so big on the furry side. So yeah, not super excited about him. Obviously excited about Yewan. But I feel like everybody's so excited about Yewan, so, you know, it almost feels like, oh, you know, I want to be excited about this other one people are not talking about. But she obviously looks cool. And if I had money to put, I would say that she is going to be the 2.0 unit. With maybe Yufu as an A rank, or she's going to be on the banner after. We'll see. Exciting times. So, everybody, let me know down below what's your thoughts. Which one of these are you most excited about? And do you feel like, you know, anybody that I didn't include that was in the trailer, you know, is going to be playable? Do you think that the Panda guy is playable? I feel like that might be the one I have missed. And what makes me feel like, you know what, he might be playable is because he has like some really heavy bracelet. So, I don't know, that's the one thing that like makes me think, okay, maybe this isn't just, you know, your everyday Panda. So I feel like I might have done the Panda 530, and if so, I'm sorry. But yeah, everybody, let me know down in the comments, which of these characters are you most excited about? And yeah, thank you so much for watching. Until next time, Hako out.